Check it. Right. Check. Failed to re-enter. Took a short.
Order filled.
Where's my tee at? We're in a short. Oh, short it down, baby. All right. Let's go. Let's go. It's just fucking easy, baby.
Are you long on NASDAQ?
No. You can see the screen, right? Are you looking at the screen? Are you looking at the screen? Or are you just listening? You can very clearly see the screen, right? We're just gonna be scalping, my dudes. We're just gonna be scalping. Show you exactly what the fuck we do here. Trading goat hunter here. Yeah, buddy. What is with your TikTok? Why was I banned? You're not allowed to day trade on live stream with TikTok. I don't use TikTok though. I use Instagram, YouTube, X.
Yev just saw you are Shori.
Yeah. How to consistently make payouts in 10K Maven account instant. Trade profitably. Like, it's the answer for everything. Just you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. How to make money? Fucking trade in the right direction. Does it really need to be more complicated than that? And then the question is, how do I trade profitably? The answer is dumb money concepts. If you're using anything else, like you're making, I'm not going to say because I like to rant about ICT this, ICT that, right? All these concepts, they don't work. You know, I'm just fucking pulling your leg. It can work fine, maybe, if you adapt it into a way that works for you, right? But why I say that is you're overcomplicating something that doesn't need to be so difficult. Trading is incredibly easy, okay? And when you're trading something that's complicated, you're making it more difficult on yourself, and you don't need to, all right? It doesn't need to be difficult. Okay, we just got an hourly close.
Are you gonna watch the ICT vs Wall Street live match? Who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Okay, we failed this on the 30. Okay. I think shorts are still the move here. Failed that. I think shorts are still the move here, yeah. Use code DMC on Maven to get 10% off. You could learn my concepts, DMC. You can trade on Maven. You practice on there, whatever you want, bro. I think shorts are still the move, bro. Can you explain deeper what is Trader Sumo's trend progression? Trend progression is dumb money concepts in the simplest form of gaining and losing levels, right? But cascading on itself as smaller time frames flow into larger time frames. The smaller time frames change first, and then it causes larger time frames to change, and then the even larger time frames change. So it's a cascading action of a very simple concept of gaining and losing levels, right? Dumb money concepts at its core is gaining and losing levels, right? Trend progression is the whole entire fractal of the market. Oil price prediction. So we got US oil here. I could give you an oil price prediction based off of the chart. Let's look at WTI actually. Based off the chart, we'll look at the monthly, right? We gained. So based off the chart, oil's going up still, okay? Based off of economic stuff, it's completely random. So the only thing that you can base off of is the chart, and you should be buying oil right now, right? Like, I'm already in oil, so I don't really care, but like, this is super bullish. Yesterday we failed to make a new low. Like, oil's probably going to go up more, dude. We already got in like way long ago, but so I'll just sit with it, right? But yeah, in terms of like gold, maybe we can look at, actually I want to look at copper really quick. Copper looks nice. Gold really quick. GC. Yeah, gold failed to make a new high. Gold's going to be going down. I would be a bear on gold right now. Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin.
I look at both comments. You didn't ask a question though, guy. Imagine going for a 1-to-1. Yes. Imagine thinking that 1-to-1 is not the best way to make money. I go less than 1-to-1 often. R is the most retarded metric that you can use in order to track your skill as a trader. Absolute most idiotic thing you could possibly use. because the market is absolutely random, right? Like, in essence, it's a randomized environment. So if you're trading a 2-hour setup, it means you have a 33% chance to hit your target, right? So the only thing that matters is the ratio in which you're more probable to hit your target versus the randomized version of hitting your target. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then you're probably a R trader. Fucking backseat drivers watch live stream. Think that they know absolutely anything at all. Just like, here's some advice for you. Here's some advice for you if you guys are watching. Like, just shut the fuck up. Ask some questions, learn, and then do what I do. Because so incredibly obviously, I am an insanely good trader. One of the best in the world. Insanely good. That, like, live streams, that is. I'm sure there's traders way better than me, I'm positive, okay? But somebody who live streams for you for free, teaches you everything for free, I'm probably one of the best people in the world, right? So just shut the fuck up. Like, just objectively, you should just shut the fuck up and listen and learn, right? Because, like, without a doubt, I am better than everyone watching, right? Without a doubt. So, that being said, if you want to insult the way I trade, you're trading worse with absolute certainty. Like, it's not even a debate. You're trading worse than me. Not true, sir. Why, you think you're better than me? You're not. Sorry, you're a worse trader than me. With certainty. With absolute certainty. Appreciate being transparent on wins and losses. Yeah, you're welcome, bud. We want this to reject. I don't like I wouldn't like it if it regains. If it regains, it needs to go for a new high, which means we need to get it out of the trade. Okay. Even though larger scale tells us potentially probably coming down, right? I guess the midterm scale, but this is all, by the way, these levels here are all high time frame levels. So that's why they've rejected off of those. Okay. Price prediction on silver. Silver is copying gold right now. It's going down, right? To predict price is stupid, right? All I can tell you is what's the next move, right? With 80-90% accurate, I can tell you what the next move is, okay? That's all I can do, okay? That's literally all I can do. And that's all you need. It's all you need to be good at trading, okay? You just literally need to know what is the next move, probably. Okay? Can someone from Bosnia use Maven? Probably, I don't know. I'm not from Bosnia, bro. No cap, I make money with your method. Thank you, buddy. I don't like this. Looks like they are just ripping today, maybe. War ended or will continue. No, there. It would. What do I have, a crystal ball, bro? There would be no possible way that anybody could know that. Zero chance anybody could give you any prediction on what's going to happen with the war. It's random. Everything is random. Everything is random, dude. I do not like that. I don't want to be in this trade at all now. We're going to wait. We have to wait. We'll close that out. Close it out here.
Order filled.
Just a slight loss. My freaking thing. Oops. Slight loss. Do not like that. Short tomorrow. Nobody holds longs on the weekends. What do I enjoy? What do you enjoy trade? So, by the way, so anyone who's like watches this more or less long term, I've shown you swing trading, how incredible. I think we got up to 86% win rate on swing trading, okay? Over like the first 3 months of the year or whatever it was, right? When we're scalping, the win rate is random, basically. It's 60%, right? When you're scalping, you're in and out of trades constantly. You're changing your mind a lot, okay? You need to adapt with every candle close, right? And this is going to come up for the new high. I just want to see how it reacts off these new highs, and then potentially we can get back into a short. Maybe allow trade copies, as long as it's your own account copying itself. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. No, talk to Maven, bro. Can you explain how to actually swing trade? What time frame do you focus on? Daily, weekly, monthly. The win rate speaks for itself, honestly. Here to be a sponge. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm just telling you guys. Now that we've switched, we're gonna be doing some just day trading and scalping. This is what I consider scalping. Anything faster than this is absolutely idiotic. Unless it's on the open. Like you could do the 1 minute on the open, right? Like I'll show you something here. I'll show you how I would have traded the open. I don't trade the opens because I'm sleeping. But here you go. I'll show you how you would have traded the open, okay? So you can go the 1 minute. Okay. And it's simple, it's just simple scalps, right? If you do the 1 minute, look, you lost, so let a couple minutes go first, right? You lost a level, right? You just target the next low down, right? Down here, okay? You target the next low down, that's it. So boom, you would have hit one trade, okay? One trade, right? And then you would have waited, okay? You wait, you regain here, you buy here, you target the next high, okay? Look, 2 trades, boom. 2 trades, two winners now, okay? And then you wait again, okay? You target that new high. Then what happens is you lose that level again, right? You retest it, and then you target this low, okay? Boom. 3 trades. This is how you would have traded the open. Open is super easy. Super, super liquid, okay? 3 trades, 3 in a row, okay? Boom. And then next, you would have waited a bit, okay? Come down here. And you failed to make a new low there. So I would have taken a loss here, probably. Let's see. I would have probably done something along this lines, and I would have taken a loss, okay? So 3 and 1. Next, failed to make a new low here. I would have taken another long here. Okay. And target a new high. 4 and 1. Okay. And that would have been your open. Boom. 30 minutes, you would have gone 4 and 1. Okay. That's how you can trade the open if you want. Let's just watch this again. We might re-enter a short. Yeah, I might re-enter that. Let's re-enter.
Order filled.
Take that again. So let's just watch that. Back in that short. I'm more or less, now that we failed, I'm going to do this. We'll just go back to that exact same trade, I think. Something like this, maybe. Right. Hopefully that. It's the same trade, so. I think they're just rejecting these weekly levels, but failed to make the new high, right? So you can start each day on the 1 minute for the first 30 minutes if you want, and then switch to the 5 minute. Now what you can see is here, let's break down what the day would have looked like on the 5 minutes, right? So after you did the 1 minute for the first 30 minutes, right? You switch to the 5 minute. 5 minute, I probably would have honestly taken a loss here because I probably would have tried to long this, right? Loss, so I would have been 5 and 2 now. Lost this level, so I would have taken a short down to that low, right? Boom, another one, 6 and 2, right? Here, you regain. This one I would have missed. Would have missed and wouldn't have an entry there. After here, gain that level. Yeah, this is pretty difficult to enter here, though. I don't know if I would have entered anything on here. Maybe you could have taken a long here off that bounce, long there. Maybe the day overall would have been so far. Take a trade there. I don't know, 7 and 2, 7 and 3, maybe. Maybe there would have been a loss somewhere in here. Maybe 7 and 3. So, you know, only a 70% win rate for scalping. If you play it out exactly how you should be playing it out. What broker do I use? Maven. When does a level become irrelevant to you? After it's been tested. It's not very likely for something to hold if it's already been tested, right? Or if it's been multiple pass-throughs, right? Bro, your YouTube channel, which video should I watch to learn your strategy? There's an entire course there for free. You can watch them all. Just watch the playlist. So all you got to do if you're scalping is you can use dumb money concepts, and then you can map out these higher time frame important levels, right? So, you know, there's a level here, right? So they're rejecting off of it, right? And then that way we know. Actually, I want to make these freaking purple. We gotta make them like a different color, dude. What color should these lines be? Yellow, maybe? Something that pops out a bit.
Why are you doing scalp since yesterday trades all in small losses? Why not do swings, which are you forte?
I can do it all, dude. It's just people prefer watching gambling, so I'll gamble for you. Who cares, dude? Like, I can make money scalping. I just don't make... it just takes more energy. It's stressful, and I don't make as much. That's all. Right? Like, scalping... my god honest truth is... Scalping is a bad idea compared to swing trading, but I'll do it because it's fun. Should we make these yellow lines maybe? Make them yellow. Can you see them easier? Like, the concept still applies, right? The only thing that makes it more difficult is it's too difficult to watch all the time frames and track the trend progression, right? The actual progression of everything, right? So larger time frames tell us different things, right? So, like, I honestly don't know what's going to happen when you're scalping. We're just taking probability trades now, right? Whereas, like, swing trading, you know what's going to happen, right? It's not probability at all. You know the direction when you're looking at high time frames. It's super crazy easy, right? And I'm just being honest. I'm not good enough to be able to do that, right? To track it all the way down to the low time frame. So I would just trade probability at that point. I maybe could be that good if this was my full-time job, but I have 3 jobs. So run Maven, I trade, and I make content, right? So I don't have any time for that, right? Yeah. Why are you taking about trades when you're shorting an uptrend? Why are you talking about trends when you're shorting an uptrend? Trend, you don't understand what trend is. Trend, like, so I don't look at trend the same way that normal people look at trend. Okay, normal people look at trend like with some sort of like staircase, higher high, higher low, whatever, right? That's how normal people look at trend. I think that's retarded, right? Simply because, like, it doesn't tell you anything. It only tells you a probability that it's probably going to continue up, right? What I do is I look for the next move, right? What is the next move probably, okay? So we were going to short here, right? Because we failed to make a new high, so it probably comes down, okay? It didn't come down as much as I wanted, but it did come down, right? So that was the trade, right? Our first trade here was a short. It didn't go to the target, okay? So this is what I look at trend. Trend for me is one move. It's the next move, okay? And then from there, we regained this zone, right? So it tells us that we're going to go to this high now, right? So I got out of the short, okay? And now we failed to make new highs, okay? So now what's probably going to happen is we'll come back down here.
Do you have a repository or video collection one can watch to learn DMC for swings from basics?
Yes, YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. Join the Discord. Discord's in bios or whatever too. Join the Discord. Everything gets posted there. And if you guys want to try this stuff out, you can check out maventrading.com. I own Maven. It's the only prop firm I can actually recommend. It's never had a problem in the history of ever. Everyone has always been paid out when they've made a request. How do I position myself in a swing trade? The exact same as how I'm doing right now, except I know more because there's less going on. Okay? That's it. Thanks for the Discord link there. If you do not look for higher high, lower low, do you consider horizontal liquidity zones? Do you consider horizontal liquidity zones to identify trends? Maybe. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. The only thing that matters to me is what is the next trend, okay? And so for when I'm looking at trend, right? Like, maybe I don't have the right word here for trend, right? I don't even look at trend at all, maybe that's what I should be saying. Like, I don't think trend is important in the slightest. Maybe that's what I should say. But if you want to know what the trend is, then what you do is you look at the higher time frame, okay? So for an example, if I switch this to Globex, right? and I see that, hey, look at this. Okay, look, watch. You're gonna see something interesting here. Obviously, it went up here, but you see how this candle rejected off that level, right? The next move went down. Do you see this? Right? So it went for a new low. That's the low. It went for a new low. This move is all I care about. So if I wanted to know the trend, I would look at the higher time frame, right? And then I would know that the next move is going to be down. So watch this. I drop down to the 5 minute, right? And you can see that that next move was down, right? So that is the trend in my mind, is just simply the move in which is the next move. And this is a higher time frame move, okay? And this is all one leg, I suppose, or one trend. Right? You can see it's just this wick. It's literally just that wick, right? So here, I'm going to show you, look, I got more confirmation that this is coming down, right? Because now every single candle, look at this, we re-entered here. So now what is the next trend? What's the next move? Down, right? That's all I need to know. I literally only need to know it'll sell off there. And then where will it go? Down here. Probably, right? Unless there's higher time frame things telling me otherwise, right? That's why scalping is difficult, okay? But probably we're coming down, hopefully. Hopefully and probably, right? Then what's the exit criteria? The next level. That's it. I just target the next level. It doesn't matter where it is. Just go to the next level. Just always go to the next level, right? So we short here, right? We lost this level. So what's the next level down? Right here. That's it, right? So in theory, this is all we have to do. Is if we want to lock in just fucking scalpers, right? This is all you have to do. Just fucking target here, okay? Because this is the next level down, right? So short, target there. If we close below it, re-enter, target the next level. If we close below it, re-enter, target the next level. And this is why things cascade like that, because you can just keep getting in the same level, right? But if it fails here, then we can take a bullish side, right? It doesn't matter, right? And then it'll come up here. There's the level there, right? And it'll bounce off there. It'll do something like this, right? And you can just keep in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, right? It doesn't, you don't have to, like, targeting more than one R is silly, right? Because you can just get in and out, right? You can just lock in base hits, base hits, base hits, right? And that's the better way to trade generally, right? Didn't understand the strat. I mean, yeah, it's because if you trade, if you already have, first of all, if you don't know anything about trading, like, you're not going to understand anything I'm saying, right? But if you've learned what everyone else trades, you have a preconceived definition of what trading is, and I don't trade that. Like, the way I trade is different than everyone else, and that's what makes me money. Because it's nothing you've heard before. It's not order flow, right? You've heard that. You understand what order flow is. It's not ICT. It's not smart money, whatever. It's completely different. It's all these things you've never heard before. Or it's something you've never heard before, so obviously you're not going to understand. That's why you have to pay attention. Watch me for a year. If you watch me for a year, okay? Tune in every day. I'm live every day on New York, whatever time, right? Tune in every day or every other day for a year. I guarantee, or your money back, that you will be profitable. Guess what? It's free. It's all free. It's free. There's no money back. It's free. I'll give you $0 back. That's what you paid to be here. Seriously, question. How do you think ICT gets away with talking much shit when he literally never backs it up, and how he has so many followers? Bro, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. Like ICT is Like, if I'm not mistaken, just terrible at trading. like terrible. Like this is not me even like trying to bash the concepts. Like him as a trader, like I've seen him live trade. He just is terrible at live trading. Right? Like he's not accurate. So I don't know. I think it's become a cult at this point where you join the cult and you are blinded to all other thought. So that's the difficulty thing with once you get sucked into the ICT universe is you're stuck for life. It's like Scientology, bro. You're stuck for life. Look at that. There you go. Targeted that one, right? Targeted that one. So, and this is a case, this is a situation where you could be taking partials off now, right? So maybe we do partials, right? We can show you how to do partials, right? So we'll just take some off, right?
Order filled.
Bing, bing, bing,
Right.
money, money, money.
Right? So if you want to be a person who takes partials off, this is where you take partials, right? You take it off at the level, right? And then you could be like, oh, I think it's going to go to this one though, right? Because that's where we were thinking. But if it fails here, then we can take it all off, right? Do you guys see the fucking joy of being good at this? So remember the guy a moment ago, he's like, why are you shorting in an uptrend? Because it's not an uptrend. There's no such thing as an uptrend. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the next move. And the next move told us it was going down because of this candle right here. Do you see that candle? That candle right there. Right? We failed this level, so we put our stop right here, okay? See that? So now we're just watching to see the reaction off here, right? And if you want to see even more, you'd be like, okay, maybe it looks like it might bounce up, right? Drop in the 1 minute. Right? And if it bounces up, we'll get into a long, right? That's how she works, right? The mass trader. I've seen you, bro. Do I know you? I've seen you, the mass trader, yeah. Your content is slow paced and it needs to be faster. It needs to be more interesting. You need to actually provide some sort of value rather than just being boring on camera. I'm just being honest, that's how the nature of it works. Right? But you can see, okay, this is why I don't really take partials, right? I basically never take partials because fuck this shit. Like, why do I want to retrace back to my break even? You know what I mean? Like, that was the level. That was the level. We knew there was going to be a reaction off that level, right? You know there's going to be a reaction off of every level always, right? We just don't know how big of a reaction, okay? Every time price touches an untested level, there will be a reaction, okay? So, I mean, all you can do now is just stop out at break even, okay? Or, you know what I mean? Like, hope it goes down. Like, that's why I don't like hoping. Because here's the thing is like, what we just did there was closed out partials in hopes it was going to go past the level to the next one, right? I don't like hoping. Hoping is gambling. If you ever have the emotion of hope, you're gambling, right? Just recognize that, dude. Like, be one with your fucking emotions and you're going to be a better trader, right? Hope means you're gambling. Greed means you're gambling. Fear means you're gambling, okay? So if I can minimize those emotions and just accept that, hey, that's the level, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out at the next level. Take a 1R, take a 0.8R. Fuck it, I'll take a 0.5R. If I can have a 0.5R and win 90% of the time, that's fucking amazing, dude. I could just get in and out, in and out, in and out, risk crazy amounts of money, lose barely never, right? and fucking rack up the stacks. Let me ask you a question. What would you rather have? Like, let's maybe ask ChatGPT. So we bounced off that. So I'm gonna close that, right? And probably we want to be long now, I think.
Order filled.
Let me just see. Probably we want to be long. When's that 15-minute close? So let's look. I just want to break it down, baby. Shoot, we might have missed it now. We'll long if it comes down, okay? We'll long if it comes down. Okay. Okay, let me ask you a question, and let's just do a little thought thing here, right? So let's go. I'm gonna go and try and do this over here. Okay. So let's just ask it a question. If I have a 95% win rate, okay? Let's say that. But each win is $50 and each loss is $100, $100, right? Is that right? That's a 0.5 R, right? That's a 0.5 R, right? Yeah. And I take 10, let's go 3 trades per day, right? How much will I earn after 2 weeks, right? Let's just see. Okay. And then I'm going to show you, like, this is why fucking base hits make way more sense than trying to long play it, right? So you should expect to take 42 trades, 40 of them will win, right? You're gonna make $1,700, right? If you're only shooting for $50, $1,785, right? Or we can do what other people do, right? I'm just showing you the difference. Let's say, and you can see what you would prefer. And let's just kind of give you two common examples. Okay, what about if I have a 60% win rate, right? 3 trades per day, and I win $200 for every win and $100 for every loss, right? Let's just see. I'm curious. Right. So here's the thing: you're actually gonna make twice as much more if you have the lower win rate. But there's two things that are missing here. One is a psychological factor, right? That you can go on tilt more often because look how many losses you have, right? You have 17 losses, right? It's like nearly 50-50. In theory, you make more money, right? But that's not what's important to me, right? What's important to me is going on win streaks for prop firm's sake, right? Because the prop firm's sake, you need to go on win streaks in order to achieve consistency score, in order to achieve payouts, in order to achieve fast payouts, right? So that's something that's actually more important on the prop firm side. It's also a mental side thing. And the other thing too is if you're taking these longer trades, you're going to get fewer trades, right? So we're going to reduce it to only 2 trades a day. What happens if I only get 2 trades per day on this method, right? Right. So it's roughly the same, right? Ends up being roughly the same. Okay. So you can choose your preference. Right. I prefer going the route where I just get as many wins as many base hits as possible, right? Shame. I told you it was going to go up, but we missed it, right? Yeah, I would rather have the win rate because if I lose many times, then I begin the mind break. Exactly. So many, like, this game is about mental clarity, right? And if you go on a losing streak, you're going to destroy yourself, right? A lot of us are not mentally adapt to be able to handle losing streaks. Question, what is your RR? Does not matter. The whole point I'm trying to make right now is your R is completely meaningless, right? Your R is absolutely meaningless. It is the most meaningless thing that you could ever talk about in terms of trading. If you're right, much love. Bro, that trade was 1-1. It was, yes. Ish. 0.8. So this is going to continue up, I think, eh? Looks like they're going to... Yeah, we're going to take a buy.
Order
We're
filled.
going to take some buys, I think, off there. I'm just going to... Because we've just broken out, I'm going to scale in here. We're going to take some buys now. Right? This looks solid. This looks solid to go, actually, I think.
Order filled.
Yeah, we're going to buy right here. We just gained this, so I'd like to not lose that level. Okay. And then we can add to it if we need, but if it does come down against us, basically the zone I'd like to hold here. I'd like to buy down here too. Okay. So if it comes back down to this yellow, I'll add more. Where can I get this indicator? There's no indicator. The one I'm using is Polytrends. It's $250 a month, but it doesn't really do anything. It just shows you levels faster. Just draws lines. You can see the lines already. We're just going. We're only half risk right now. So if it comes down some more, we can add to it if it comes down a little more. Not quite going down as much as we want, but we do want it to go up at least. So I would prefer it just go straight up than fill our second order, but we'll see. How many days do you stream? Well, so far I have streamed. Let's do the math. I started streaming in 2020. Okay. So, but then I think I only did it for about 2 years, and then I took a 2-year break, and then I've been doing it again for 2 years. So I've been doing about, maybe let's average 4 days a week, because I might skip 1 day a week, for 4 years, right? 4 days a week times 52 times 4. I've been streaming for 832 days now. Gold will dump. Okay. Yeah, gold's going to dump. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree, my guy. I wish I had something like for Bitcoin. What do you mean? So, what do you mean for Bitcoin? Bitcoin's fucking trash right now. Bad. Hopefully it fails here so we can go down. I told you it was going to come up here, right? Hopefully it fails that level, right? Gold's still doing nothing. Oh, it's NQ's coming down. NQ's coming down. NQ's coming down. Let's see here. Okay, I want to add to it. I want to add here.
Order filled.
There's a level. That's the one we wanted. We wanted that one right there. Oh, they closed back within. That's no good. I mean, they're going to come lower, I think. Wait, hold on. Where's the 15-minute close? 15-minute gained. Oh, they're doing some weird range thing. Not a super fan of this, actually. Gonna de-risk a little bit, actually.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm not a super fan. We're gonna de-risk after a slight pump there. Okay. We're gonna keep a long. And then we'll we're gonna add to it down here now. I think. How many days a week? 5 days a week. How many days a week to stream? 5 days a week. So I added to it here. You can see like this is the speed in which you have to scalp, right? And we're not even on the 1 minute, okay? Like we added to it on this level, right? Bounce off that level, but because we've just lost all this, they're gonna reject and come back down here now, okay? Probably come back down here. The 15 minutes still shows relatively bullish. Everything is relatively bullish still, right? So overall on the day, like I have no reason to be a bear. So we can hold some. Right, but it should come down now. Should come down a little bit. I just don't know where. We need to consider RTH chart as intraday trader. I mean, the more you use, the better, yeah. I use the real-time hours. The levels are more accurate. Obviously, I'm not going to use real-time hours if I'm trading Globex, though. Right? Which video on YouTube would you say is the one to learn about levels and which one is important? Just watch my full course there for free. You can look at the one that says levels. Okay? I'm trading for the past 14 months and I'm profitable, not consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not profitable. You're lying to me. You can't be profitable and consistent at the same time. I make good profits, but later lose everything. Yeah, you're not profitable. You're lying to yourself. I mean, objectively, you're just lying to yourself, right? You're coping with the fact that you're losing money, but temporarily you're making money right now, right? It's the whole gambler's fallacy of thinking that they found a system all the time. You didn't find a system. You're not on a hot streak. You just randomly have been winning, right? Without any profitability, right? I'm just being 100% honest with you. So how do you fix this? Well, your system doesn't work, right? I'm just going to tell you that objectively, okay? It's not that your discipline's a problem. It's not that you're not locked in, right? There's two things that you need to be cognizant of in order to determine or in order to achieve profitability, okay? The one is being detached from profit. The one is to not give a fuck about any trade at any time. You can see how I trade. I just get in and out. I don't give a fuck about any trade. I'm just clicking buttons. The second something tells me something I don't like, I change my mind, right? But I do it in a way that is not emotionally reactive. So I am completely detached from every single trade always, right? That is the mental side of things. That's not discipline, right? That is you trading appropriately based off of the system, right? Not hoping. The second you feel hope for something, you exit the trade completely. And if you can recognize that emotion of hope, you will so far improve your trading. Okay, that's the number one thing. The second thing is your system probably doesn't work. Your system is probably random. Okay, what I advise you, dumb money concepts. That's the only thing that I really know that works for certain, right? Or just swing trade, right? Swing trading is super easy. You can just buy lows, sell highs, right? That's super easy to do. Okay. Or you can do, I don't know, like order flow might work. I don't know. I've never tried it. But I can tell you with pretty much certainty, like any sort of pattern recognition stuff does not work. That includes ICT, that includes like AMD pattern, right? All those things. They're too that doesn't make sense. You can pull concepts from them, but just following all the rules, it's wrong. Right? It's just wrong. Sorry. Bro, does DMC only work on MQ? No, it works on everything. This is how the market works. This is literally how the market flows. Okay, it's trend progression. Trend progression is how the market works. Okay, see, I just told you, like, how every single thing I've told you so far today has been 100% accurate, right? Every single move, I told you exactly where it was going to go, right? I change my mind, right? But I always know the next move, okay? You change your mind on closes, and then you know the next move, okay? So it's coming down here, right? If it comes down a little bit lower, I think I want to add to it again, okay? We get, hopefully we get back in. It's just so fucking easy, dude.
Order filled.
It's just so fucking easy. Let's see here. Re-add maybe down here. Okay. Now, what we need to do is, after we've made the decision to go in, we need to monitor to make sure that the closes don't tell us that it's going to go in the reverse direction. Okay, we just got that sniper entry right there. Okay. We just got that absolute low.
Sir, please check HRS candle. I think it will go down.
When you're day trading, there's no 4-hour candle. It doesn't exist. Okay. Why would you think this is going down? There's only this is it. There's only one candle of the day, and we're bouncing off of it. Why would you think that is going down? This is quite bullish. Markets are quite bullish right now. We have a ceasefire, right? Like everything fundamentally, everything technical, everything is super crazy bullish right now. So why would you be a bear, right? Especially considering we just broke out, right? So we just got the absolute bottom there. How did we do it? Because this is how the market works. I am fucking telling you how the market works as it's happening with 100% accuracy. You cannot doubt this system. It's like, it's so easy. It's so easy. Trading is so easy. Where did I learn trading? Trader Sumo, and then myself, right? Trader Sumo taught me. This is
Bro,
not.
what platform do you use to trade future with after the Hallware thing with Project X?
This is TradingView. I use Maven. I use TradingView. Okay. I don't recommend you use anything else. So trend trading does not work. No, trend trading works fine. I would argue it's the only thing that works, actually, right? And here's let me break this down for you, okay? There are a couple things that work trading, and I'm gonna have to do this quick because we are in a trade, okay? There's a couple things that work with trading, right? Better data, right? Faster data, right? Or following the trend. Okay, that's it. Right? Patterns. do not work, okay? Because patterns will only work if you have better or faster data, okay? But if you follow the trend, then you can get in after everyone else and get out before everyone else, right? So you can capture 80% of that move, right? And still be profitable, right? Okay. So following the trend is the only thing that you as a retail trader can do. So what are your options with trend following, okay? Is you can do, right? Investing, right? You can swing trade, right? Or you can use DMC, right? Or you can do trend progression. These are the only things that work for trend trading, okay? Now, somebody might say, what about order flow, right? Order flow, everyone's hearing about order flow lately, right? Well, unless order flow is giving you better data than retail traders, potentially it could work, right? Personally, I don't know how to make that work, okay? So order flow for me, it looks like a penis. It is not good enough data to be able to beat other traders, right? Unless you have some sort of system where you have better data or faster data, then the only thing you can do is follow trends, okay? Okay, we want to make sure now that we're in that trade, right? We want to make sure that we don't lose these levels, right? It looks like we're getting this weird range lock thing, right? Which I don't particularly like, but... You made an expert advisor based on DMC. Sweet. Post it in the Discord. Post it in the Discord. We can take a peek one day. Right. This 4 hours gonna. So the Globex 4 hours closing soon. Right? 4 hour. 4 hour Globex. Just so you know. So you got to monitor Globex as well, my guys. Okay. 4 hour there. All right, 2 hour here. Right. So potentially, right, there's a zone here. Okay. It's a Globex zone. Okay. Potentially it comes back down to retest that after the close. But if it closes below that in the next 2 minutes, we're fucked, okay? So we need to bounce up here. Show some good signs. Let's look at the 1 minute. Right. Failed. This is good. Failed on that level, right? This is good. This is good. Failed on that level. Should come up here. Right? Failed on the low, right? Failed on the low. Gonna pump. Pump. Let's go. Pump it up. Pump. Pump. Pigeons never fly with eagles. Fishes will never swim with sharks. What am I trading? NASDAQ. A NASDAQ is the best thing to trade during the New York session. Gold is the best thing to trade otherwise, okay? That's my opinion. If you want the best liquidity, if you want the best trades. I did a little bit of gold scalping last night. Made a few $100, but... Do you enter trades if there's a broke?
Bro, I have a question. Why does Forex have spreads but future doesn't?
Why does Forex have spreads but futures doesn't? Futures also has spread. I mean, you're wrong. Futures has less spread because it's the CME. So Forex or CFD firms, they rely on liquidity providers, which are A1 banks. So when you open up a brokerage, what you do is you contact liquidity providers. Liquidity providers then contact a bunch of banks, right? Top tier banks, basically, right? These banks have their trade data, basically, right? Liquidity providers amalgamate all the trade data, okay, and then send it to the brokerage, right? So you have an amalgamation of all these tier 1, A1, whatever banks, right? And then from there, brokers often add commission on top of it so that they can make money, or more spread, okay, so that they can make money. Now with the CME is fucking massive, okay? It's a centralized body that's, you know, regulated by the US government, okay? So they have to follow certain regulations. So they can't add markups, right? They can't do anything. It has to be the exact price is the price is the price, right? There is a price difference, okay? Now watch this fail, right? Bounce off that level, watch it fail here. Hopefully, let's go. Let's go, baby. We're just watch this. Fail on that low. It's just giving a lot of volatility right now. Holy. A little spooky, right? A little spooky. But that is the Globex 2-hour level. The 4-hour level is a little bit lower. Is that right? Yeah. 4-hour level is a little bit lower. But anyways, we're going to fail this level, hopefully. Just wild volatility. Let's look at the 1 minute. Holy shit, dude. They might come to this one, 4-hour level maybe. I'm going to enter on the 4-hour.
Order filled.
Oh, I just got a fill actually. Holy, what's out here? Okay, now we have a 1.5 lot going. Okay, hopefully they bounce off there. Or they're just going to rip it down, dude. Should have a pretty decent buy off right there-ish. Hopefully, right? We gotta just make sure our stops are ready right around there. Right. NASDAQ, buddy. Alright. And they target this low now. If it goes any lower, we need to get out. Yeah, we should get out.
Netanyahu just said there's no ceasefire in Lebanon.
There you go. That's probably why then. I mean, these are the things that you cannot predict, so yeah, that's all right then. Let's keep watching it. A lot of action then. We got stopped out on that. Just keep watching. Yeah, I mean, news and announcements are something that you should just not watch at all. Because there's no point, bro. It's good to know, I suppose, so I know that, hey, it's going to be more volatile right now, but... let me charge up my phone here. It's annoying, though, eh? It's annoying. So we should take a short, maybe. I don't know, but... I just don't like... I really don't like... It doesn't... See, that's a problem. Is like, it's bullish. It's bullish, my guy. We're gonna just try quick scalps here.
Order filled.
Yeah. I want to just... We're just gonna do a really short. Like, if it is just gonna rip down, we're just short here. I just don't wanna. Yeah, no, I don't want this. Never mind. This is bad, right? Yeah, fuck it. I'm not doing this.
Order filled.
Never mind. I'm not doing this. That's stupid. We shouldn't rip it down. We should just wait. How does the 1% rule on Maven work? You should go read Maven, bro. I'm not going to explain. Am I Jewish? No.
Bro, how many indicator are you using?
None. There's no indicators on the chart. Yeah, where did you read that ceasefire? No ceasefire in Lebanon? Oh, Lebanon is... I'm confused, bro. Does Maven work with Matcher? Yeah.
Bro, what is that yellow line in different color boxes?
They're just lines. The levels, bro. Levels, my guy. Watch the reaction here. They're gonna short that. Good night, bud. Right. Already gone to loss. This is gambling. Yes, day trading is gambling, dude. I don't know if somebody told you something otherwise, but day trading is gambling. I advise you to swing trade, but what we're doing right now is gambling with a slight edge. Slight edge, all right? I prefer swing trading because it makes way more money, but people like dopamine, so what we do is we gamble for fun. We are gambling for a living. I think that Nahu thing is probably just gonna be a fake out. I think it's probably wise that we're gonna be back in longs here soon. I just want to read the chart, dude. Like, I don't care about the news posts. I just want to read the chart. And the chart still tells us more or less. Yeah, I want to take a buy.
Order filled.
I want to be buying here. Fuck it. Yeah, we're going to get back into that same trade. We just re-entered here, so in theory... Okay. Yeah. You can see that, so it should bounce off this level. We're gonna put proper entries at that level. Okay. How do I zoom in here? Can I zoom in? Can't, what the fuck, dude? Can't even zoom in. Okay. Odd to if it comes down. Buy off this, right? If price doesn't gain 199. Yeah. That's honestly, it does need to kind of. You're actually kind of right, because it needs, if it gains here, this 199, then it'll go for the new highs. Right now, all we're doing is we're just testing this next level, right? So we have to test this next level. That's a good point. I want to buy here. I want to buy here. Fill me. Fill my order. Fill my order here. Not quite filled it yet.
Order filled.
There we go. No, this one get filled too. Buy. Okay. Okay, let's hopefully we don't get murked again. I want to see this 15-minute close. If the 15-minute fails, I think we'll just call it. But if the 15-minute gains this 25 180, right? What's the duel about ICT? We're not, there's no duel. ICT's an idiot, dude. Like, the duel makes no sense. It's just an insane thing to say. He said something insane, and people were like, "Oh, yeah, ICT, I love you, ICT. You'll show him." This is just an insane thing to say. There's no such thing as a trading duel. Trading duels are just like, it doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, I'm not a. I don't. This is not looking good.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm closing this. I'm gonna call it here. That's an unfortunate little crazy dump from the random news shit, but that 15-minute is not going to gain. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna just call it there. I can't do any more after that. There's only so much scalping you can do before you're exhausted, dude, especially if you're on live stream. I think ICT might be developmentally disabled. Yeah, maybe. I think it'd be a lot of fun to trade these opens. These opens, I've been looking at them lately, and the opens are so easy. Those opens are so easy to trade lately on the 1 minute, and you can just get some fast money in 30 minutes, dude. It's just a shame it's so early, bro. So early for an open. Anyways, after I learn your strategy, I will take only 3 trades a day. Yeah, I mean, so if you wanna, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm doing this for your entertainment. I don't think this is a good idea on how to trade. You should, if you want to day trade, use the 15-minute, dude. It's a lot safer for you. 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and then daily, weekly, monthly, right? Meow meow. Hi Silas. Yeah, dude. But you can see, I guess, what they did, right? And it's not super easy to predict. Is these yellow levels were the weekly levels, right? And generally, you don't want to be longing into them, right? We did because it was because they had gained it after it already tested it multiple times, so it was a good bet still. But yeah, go get your lazy ass up. Yeah, I'm gonna go have some lunch. So 11 a.m. now for me, so I'll have lunch. Trader Sumo and I should stream together. Trader Sumo is a lot better than I am. If you want to look at like, I'll just be honest with you guys, because this guy's really good. Trader Sumo, right? Like, this guy's really good, okay? You can watch. I should subscribe to him, eh? What? And he has, I think he had he live streamed himself trading at one point.
Bro, if you had taken day trades on M, can you show us some example if it is okay with you?
I don't know why he's got videos on all these stupid things. Like, these are all terrible topics. Gaining and losing levels might be useful. He might not even have his trading anymore on here. I think he might have deleted the videos.
Traders are like music conductors.
He might have deleted the videos, dude.
Orchestrating an ensemble of instruments.
If you have taken any day trades on the 15-minute, can you show us an example? I mean, all my trades are the same idea,
I spent
right?
14 days as a funded trader. First, I passed the
Oh, here you go.
evaluation period and got 10 accounts funded. And then spent
Here, look.
9. I think we can get higher. I'm gonna flatten, just lock it in. I did make 80.
You were right about scalping being retarded.
It's retarded, dude. Like, I'm being honest. If you guys are regulars here, and I know if we're gonna keep doing this, people are gonna give a lot of hate, right? Because there's gonna be some days I take losses, right? Today I think it's a slight loss because this dump thing. It would have been a win, but news, I guess. Random news, unexpected news. Anyways, some days are just gonna be, it's random. It's random each day. You just take, it's a probability based thing, right? And it's not even very probable. Like, the people making the most money trading are swing traders, and I can just tell you that with certainty. I can show you how to day trade if you want to, because that's what everyone wants to do. If you guys are regulars here, just over the next few months, I'm going to be doing that. And there's going to be just a lot of fucking just retarded shit. There's no retarded shit in swing trading. There's no such thing as retarded shit. You know what's coming, right? It's slow paced. Nothing just crazy happens ever, right? But yeah, fuck, like that was just a random. There was like a tweet, and then you just blow it. That's all, right? This is silly stuff. This is silly, right? Swing trading is best. It is the best, and I advise you to all swing trade, but like feel free to like play around and day trade or scalp if you want for fun. Just know that you're having fun, right? Know that you're not making as much money, okay? And in terms of a 15-minute trade, like if you wanted to know the 15-minute trade I would have taken today, it would have been this one right here, a long on the top, right? And then we would have lost, which we did, right? Somebody asked another for a 15-minute trade. Like the 15-minute didn't give us anything today, really. Right here, maybe. Right here, you could have re-entered the zone. It would have targeted that new high, right? So that could have been a trade right there. Okay, yeah, that's all. What are do's and don'ts in trading? There's not really any do's and don'ts, I don't think, right? Like it's, I guess do trade assets that have a lot of liquidity, right? I don't know. Like there's not really like hard set rules. Trading is figuring out how the market works and then making decisions based off of that, right? How the market works is trend progression. I've given you an easier way to understand it as dumb money concepts, right? But yeah. Since the 15 broke, what would you do now? Short. What I would do now is stop trading. That's what I'm doing now because something is happening where I don't understand what's going on. So I'm going to stop, right? Something just happened that I don't understand. So why would I continue trading something I don't know with certain? Like, I don't know what this was. I don't understand this. So I'm going to stop now, right? I'm not going to try to figure it out because I don't know. This move makes no sense to me. It should not have done that, right? So the second the market is doing something that I don't know what the market is doing, like I don't understand this with certainty. 90% of the time I know with certainty what's going on, okay? The 10% of the time I don't, I quit. Just quit because there's no point. There's no point in betting on something you don't know what the results are going to be. Right? But I mean, if I had to guess, yeah, it's probably going to come down here now, right? Because it's rejecting off that, right? Anyways.
It's just awful how small time frame mess with your progress. Meanwhile, slow-paced money on swings is better than losing it all on scalps. Is just dopamine.
Yeah. It's scalping is crackhead dopamine trading. Yeah, totally. But we can perfectly do it and have fun for sure. I'm perfectly fine doing that. And it seems like we got more viewers in here today. We got like 250 at one point. So I'm perfectly fine just fucking scalping and entertaining you guys. That's fine. And showing you how things work. I think that'd be better for the stream. So whatever's better for the stream, I don't care about the money. I have infinite money, right? So I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing $1,000 here and there one day, right? And then making $1,000 the other day, sort of thing. As long as I know that, hey, I'm doing something that's progressive, and the progressive is teaching you guys, right? And obviously the day trading, it makes a little bit of money too. It's just a huge amount of time that it costs you is all, right? For I could be making the same amount of money by not trading and just clicking swing trades, right? You know what I mean? Anyways, boys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna get some lunch and whatnot, so fuck it. It's sunny out, and yeah. Ciao. Take care.
Pretending it's just fine, disillusioned by the noise, thinking you still have a choice. Oh,